Hello YouTube. My name is Kenzie and today I'm on my island frontier working on my entrance. I'm going to be working with all of this open space you see here around the bridge and then this little cliff in the background covering up resident services. This blanket design code you see me placing here is one that I created and I made it with one transparent pixel. That way the edges are sort of fuzzy instead of crisp, sharp lines when I place it over the dirt that I terraformed. I decided to do this instead of my usual fringes that I place on the ends because of this corner that you see. I wouldn't be able to place a custom code in the bottom left corner of the blanket, so I decided that this was the next best thing to make it feel like a blanket. Since this build is so large, I do end up breaking it into clumps and make sure that I'm planting trees and flowers and placing custom codes as I go, as opposed to placing all of my items all over this build and then going to custom codes and then going to flowers. It just made more sense to me to do it in larger chunks or subsections. Now I am recreating a small sitting area using the log furniture that I had previously been using around my entrance, but this time I decide to make it not quite as symmetrical, and I do incorporate another one of the little blankets like I made for the teddy bears, where I terraform the dirt and then place the custom codes over it. I think it adds a really nice touch. The spooky carriage was another item that I previously had around my entrance before, but it just wasn't in a great spot. I felt like I was always having to scoot to get past it, but I decided I wanted to try to incorporate it again because I really like the whimsical vibe that it gives, and I think that I placed it much better this time. It's not quite as much in the way, but it still adds that little bit of whimsical charm. I also really love the frozen statues customized purple as a nice way to add something kind of grand and still whimsical and colorful and really fun right as you're entering the island. I almost always play with my games set in the morning, but when I do play in the evening, I really love having lots of different light sources, so I made sure to incorporate a lot of that around my entrance with the mush lamps and the spooky carriage, the crescent moon chairs, the nova lights, all of the scattered star fragments, and the hyacinth lamps. I just wanted it to feel very glowy and magical, and it looks so pretty in the evening. And with that, I am finished. So I'll go ahead and do my final walkthrough, showing you all of the little areas that you can see in the different angles. Got the nuptial bell. We've got the little fishing spot with the view of the cliffs in the back. Got a great little seating area to enjoy some snacks with the teddy bear. The spooky carriage, which you can play with, turn it off and on. The perfect little harp to serenade and have a little concert for the teddy bears. You can circle around this cliff, get to the cafe, resident services, wherever you need to be. And that's everything. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to come back and visit me again on Frontier, I'd appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. Goodbye!